Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going back over to Mikkeller San Diego for the first time in a little while, and we're having a look at the Beer Geek Cocoa Shake Barrel Aged. Now, I love the Beer Geek series, alongside the Spontan series. They're two of my favourite sort of beer style series. I don't know if that's properly said, and I can't formulate proper English sentences either. Yeah, I just have every iteration and version of this series has just been absolute peng, and I hate myself for using that word. But yeah, so this from Mikkeller San Diego, and yeah, this is clocking in at a measly 13% ABV. So this is an imperial stout brewed with cacao and aged in bourbon whiskey barrels. And wonderful artwork as per usual from Keith Shaw. And as an added bonus, there's a slightly aggravated kitty on the label, which is always good. Anyway, so I've had this for a couple of months now, I think. I can't remember which beer club box it came in, but I was waiting for the right time, because I initially was waiting to drink this during Christmas and New Year, but never got around to it because I was drinking other beers that I had, and yeah, I just realised I've wiped my nose on camera, but oh well, no one's perfect. So anyway, yeah, so I thought I'm really in the mood to drink this because it's been staring at me and teasing me, and I'm a massive fan of Mikkeller San Diego. So yeah, a handy a wonderfully generous 16 fluid ounce can. So that's a lot of imperial stout for your buck. Anyway, so as I said, this came from one of the Mikkeller Beer Club boxes. Throw a link is down below if you're interested. Go check them out, get yourself a nice little discount. And it helps me, and you'll have to excuse me, I've just had chili dogs. I had chili, which, funny enough, I used Mikkeller's, oh my god, what's it called now? Not habanero. Chipotle porter. Made a chili with that. And I had some left over, so I had some sausages. So I poached them, or no, braised, I think that's the proper term. Braised them in some Modelo, and had chili dogs, and it was absolutely glorious. And the Modelo actually went really well, because you can get 4 bottles for £4, which is probably a little bit more expensive than it's actually worth, but it was an okay beer, I guess. So I'm a little bit full, a little bit gassy. Anyway, I'm sure an imperial stout will fix that. Now, I use my Mikkeller Beer Club glass because I'm a shill and a whore, and oh my word, that is like so silky smooth. It's pouring silently into the glass. Oh my goodness. God, could have gone for an Iceman pour, but I'm not a pretentious... Well, I am a pretentious twat, but I'm not that bad. Anyway, yeah, that is pretty much jet black. It's just a solid block of colour in a glass with a very thin lacing of a nice dark brown head. But yeah, just look at that. It looks mighty in that glass. Ridiculous. It's like almost blacker than black. What's that colour that is... They designed, I think it's like for space travel or something like that. That is so black, it's on its own spectrum. Do you know what I mean? And if anybody takes those sound bites out of context on this video, then I would find myself in a big heap of trouble. But yeah, that is intense. It really is. Anyway, so let's see what we get on the nose. Probably poured a little bit too much into the glass. And I can see those alcohol legs and lacing already. Jesus. Oh my god, that smells glorious. You do get that sort of minerality and woodiness from the bourbon. There's that vanilla peaty tone. But aside from that, it's like melted chocolate, chocolate milkshake. It's like a really sticky, gooey chocolate cake. You know, one of those chocolate cakes that's got a fuck ton of chocolate icing and chocolate sprinkles around the side, where it's just like one small slice fills you up for like 10 weeks. Oh, it's got such a lovely sweetness to it. It smells absolutely remarkable. It really, really does. There's something about Mikkeller San Diego's Imperial Stouts that are just another level. They really, really are. Lovely chocolatiness. It just smells absolutely ridiculous. So let's see what we get on the taste. Cheers, guys. That is absolutely marvellous. ABV is masked ridiculously well. It's so decadent. It's so rich. Really full-bodied. You know, it's milky. It's like literally like drinking melted chocolate in hot chocolate. Do you know what I mean? When you put... Have you ever done that where you make a hot chocolate and you put a bit of chocolate in there and mix it all around so you get that lovely gloopy bit at the bottom that you can eat with a spoon? Or am I just... have I been a naturally fat bastard my whole life? I don't know. But you do get that sort of bourbon burn on the back end. But it's just... It's almost soothing. It tops off the drinking experience beautifully. It's so gentle and laid back. And it's like, it's got that sort of, apologies about the vibrations on the phone, been happening a heck of a lot recently in my reviews. Not that they're of, you know, high quality anyway, but this is just absolutely beautiful. And that bourbon just has a lovely sort of vanilla sugar flavour to it. It just almost reigns in that sweetness, and then you get that bourbon flavour. You get the woodiness and the minerality of that barrel. That's absolutely, it's remarkable. It really, really is. Stop messaging me. Oh my god, I'm gonna drink this way too quickly. I know I am, and that's quite scary, to be honest. Oh, just the intake. It's melted chocolate. It's just melted chocolate all the way. And when I had my first experience like this with Mikkeller San Diego was the Beer Geek brunch that they did, which was a little bit thicker than this. I think the fact that it's been aged has thinned it down so slightly. So slightly. I find a lot of barrel-aged, and especially bourbon barrel-aged stouts, that aging process really does thin out the beer. But this still has that creaminess. It's like double cream in terms of its body. But it doesn't get too heavy, it doesn't get too sweet, it doesn't get too chocolatey, it doesn't get too mineralic. That's not a word, but it should be, when it comes to that bourbon flavour. It's not a harsh bourbon aftertaste. It's not a harsh warming. It's just all the right. It's just right. It's just, stop messaging me. It's just completely right from start to finish. And it's a beautiful beer. I've not had an Imperial Stout like this for a good while, even though I've had some absolute monsters recently. This is just... That's really pissing me off now, and it's probably annoying you too, and it's probably annoying that I'm stopping this review to bring attention to it. But yeah, it's Mikkeller San Diego. Just, what are you guys doing? Because keep doing it, because you guys make absolutely beautiful beers, and this is another example of that. It's just that when that beer goes in initially, oh my god, stop it. It's just wonderful. It's 10 out of 10. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I don't even think Paul from Mikkeller Brewing can say it's too thin, because it's fucking not. The only downside to this review is I've got a bottle share coming up with Rob from Hop Scene, Jake from Jaco Beer, Ginge from Ginge Real Ale Trail. We've got Harry from Blue Nose Beer Reviews, Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews, Rob from Hop Scene, Craig from Kent Beer Reviews. We're having a meet-up in Birmingham, and part of me is thinking now, I should have held off on this beer so I could have shared it with those guys, because really I'm thinking, fuck it, this is a beautiful beer, I want it all to myself, which I'm very happy to do. But this, I'd have loved to have shared this beer experience with good friends. And I always see, like, when fellow people who subscribe to the Beer Club box, a lot of them, they take these heavy beers to bottle shares, and I'm just here sat on my own, just like a pig in shit, just so happy just drinking them, where I could actually be holding off a little while, have some due diligence and, you know, have some restraint and patience and share it with people, because that's absolutely remarkable, and it could actually be my favourite entry into the Beer Geek series thus far, because that's absolutely nearly knocked the glass out of my hand with my own nose. That is absolutely mesmerisingly beautiful. It really, really is. It's that first intake. It's not getting old. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely beautiful, beautiful beer from Mikkeller San Diego, and I'm very glad that I opened this. This is like worthy of like a 800th beer review, 900th beer review sort of event, but I don't care, because I'm absolutely loving this beer and it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Of course, it's a 10 out of 10 from me, as if you didn't know that already, because I think I've actually said that a few times in this video. And yes, I know I've been playing a lot with my hair recently in these videos, although there are videos that I upload that I've got shorter, and then the next two videos are me in my current form, and then the next video will be me with short hair from like 2 years ago. Well, I don't have videos dating back that far, but yeah, I've been playing a lot of my hair in recent beer reviews that I've recorded, and I can imagine that's getting a little bit frustrating. But I don't care, because I've got wonderful beer. I've got even more wonderful beer to drink. And I hope you guys join me next time for another beer review. So check out Mikkeller. Check out Mikkeller San Diego. Check out the Mikkeller playlist. Check out the referral link down below, because you are... The stuff that appears in the web shop and then that appears in the 2 boxes that they produce is just absolutely fantastic, and I've had some of my favourite beer experiences from this box. So yeah, it might sound like I'm a shill, it might sound like I'm selling out. I wish I was in the pocket of Mikkeller. I mean, it'd get me free trips to Copenhagen. Imagine how amazing that would be. No, but I wouldn't let that sort of stuff affect my reviews or influence them anyway. But yeah, I know it can get a little bit tedious when you do keep mentioning, oh, check out this referral link, oh, this video is brought to you by... I've never done that, never been given the opportunity to, because who the hell wants to make money off me? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, it's a beautiful beer, and if you can get yourself a can of it, do yourselves a favour and get 6, because it's beautiful. It really, really is. I'm getting even like some spicy licorice tones coming through. Yeah, it's just wonderful. It's what I look for in barrel-aged imperial stouts, where you're not getting too much off the barrel, because that can a lot of the times work against the beer itself, I've found. But you know it's been in that barrel, but it maintains the complexity and the robustness of the actual beer itself prior to going into the barrel. And Mikkeller's Beer Geek series, you're guaranteed to have a world-class experience. It doesn't matter which version you get. It doesn't matter which Mikkeller brewery has brewed it. You are going to have an absolutely wonderful imperial stout. And that's fantastic. Anyway, I've waffled on way too much. I think the ABV has hit me in this video after having a 4-pack of Modelo. Sounds weird saying that when I'm reviewing this. To even mention that beer within the same 24 hours of this beer is odd. But no, seriously. Beautiful stuff. It genuinely is. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with this long-winded review. But I hope you'll join me next time for another one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Just brushed my fringe to the side and it's fallen back into place. Can't even talk properly now. See you guys later.